Welcome back to the Best of Go on Shaw TV. Before we get to our next batch of our favorite stories, we wanted to share some behind-the-scene moments because when our stories get to air, they're kind of perfectly packaged and that's what people see, but a lot goes on behind the scenes. I want to start with you, Kevin. Tell us about a $500 dry cleaning bill you picked up at a shoot?
I don't know how much it was actually because...
It was expensive. It went to head office.
Yeah, well, Shaw paid for it actually. I don't know how much it was. So anyways, about a couple months ago, another shooter and I, we did a shoot at a house and we were leaving the house, walking down the stairs, and I'm carrying a bit of equipment and all of a sudden this skunk runs in front of me. This is a house in Lindenwoods, by the way.
So you're not expecting a skunk?
No, the skunk runs in front of me and I didn't see it for very long. I only saw it for about 5 seconds or so. Didn't do anything weird that I saw, so I kept on walking, didn't think much of it. Oh, it's a skunk, whatever. So I keep walking to the van, the Shaw van, and then I smell something. I smell something and I go to John, who is the other shooter. I'm like, John, I saw a skunk that smells like it's sprayed. And we're like, okay, well, we figured it's sprayed, but let's just get out of here. So we take the Shaw van, we start driving back to Shaw, and the smell is still with us. And then we finally get back to Shaw and we keep smelling and it's all over my clothes, it's all over the camera bag, it's all over a lot of things. The skunk, what I think happened, I don't know for sure, is the skunk didn't spray me directly, but I walked in a trail of spray.
I think we've all been there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So off to home I went. I took this shower in this weird formula. I don't even remember what was in it.
Tomato juice?
There was, that apparently is not, it doesn't work actually, tomato juice. That's a story for another day, but washed my clothes about 600 times, it felt like. Brought the camera bag into dry cleaning. Happy to say though that nothing was ruined from the skunk smell. The clothes were all good, the camera bag was fine, but I mean, that's an experience. That's going to happen 1 in a billion times. I don't think anyone's going to ever have it.
Although we do have some weird smells. Remember the chocolate milk spilled and someone brought like fish home or something. Like there's weird smells.
It's not pleasant. So.
Blair, favorite behind the scenes moment you want to share? That's appropriate for television.
Yes.
It's a family show.
Well, I think the funniest thing too is this year we used the GoPro a lot more than what we've used. And always when there's new tech, we get really excited about it. And then the thing is, the moments it takes to set up, and a lot of this industry is there's a lot of setup, and then when you shoot, it doesn't take very long. But we shot a story, one of the shooters here, Jeff Bromley, he shot a story about ringette. And there's about 10 minutes of footage, which is just like my giant Cabbage Patch Kid head in front of the screen, and then Jeff beside me looking very concerned because we're trying to figure out how to line up the shot. Of course, in the story it looked great. We put it on like the net and on a ringette stick, and it was amazing. But just to see two doofuses look this close at a camera,
It was quite a scene.
Yeah,
Scary.
And there was like 500 photos of you afterwards.
The interesting thing, it's my turn. The interesting thing is that I went to ask Jeff about this footage, and Jeff Smart and was like, I got rid of all of that. So I still have it on my computer. I'm sure he's very excited about it.
All right, Mike, do you have a favorite?
Well, I think we got to start right at the beginning. When I was on the Red River with you, my very first shoot in Winnipeg, where I'm in a Leafs jersey, you're in a Jets jersey.
Yeah, I know.
It was like minus 40 that day, no exaggeration. And I just looked off in the distance and said, I've made it. It was such a wonderful moment.
That was the moment.
Wow.
But we, on top of like all the great local stories that we do, obviously, we can have some fun as well. We did 2 months of Grey Cup coverage, I should say, and we did a silly skit called Grey Cup Fever. You contacted the University of Manitoba. They were so accommodating, the nursing program there. They gave us scrubs, stethoscope, everything. I was in the gown, in a cart. It was great, and there's been a lot of great experiences so far this year.
We found out we have quite a few good actors among the Go team.
Well, we have actors. No one said anything about that.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Tracy, I have one of my favorite behind the scenes moments involves you, so we'll save that for a second. But do you have another behind the scenes moment you want to share?
Yeah, I thought hard about this one, but when we go to interview somebody, your attention is 100% with your interviewee and yourself, right? So we were at a location and I was set to interview this attractive woman, and she started talking to me, and I could see that she really wasn't paying attention to me. She was paying more attention to my male videographer. So we finished the interview, which might as well have just been me. And I kind of laugh and I go off to the next location where we're supposed to shoot, and I turn around and she's engaged in conversation with said videographer. So anyways, it was pretty funny to think that, it's
mind
not
giving-
all about us. It's not all about us.
Do you mind giving a name of that video?
Seal.
One of my favorite behind the scenes moments was receiving a text message from Melissa, one of our videographers. No explanation, just I wasn't not prepared for this at all, but I opened up on my phone and it was a picture of Tracy surrounded by about 15 shirtless, beefy men with jars of pickles in their hands. And I was like, what is this? So I know this is actually one of your favorite stories, so
Oh, I thought that was a Friday night. I didn't know that was a story. Whoa.
like explain yourself.
Definitely one of the stories where lost for words, shocking, unable to kind of even put a sentence together.
Blushing.
Yes, actually
Blushing.
Melissa said that she had to make you do it because you were too nervous.
It was okay. So it was a little charity fundraiser for Winnipeg Harvest, and was at Elman's that are famous for their pickles, real pickles, Blair, delicious pickles.
I watched the story.
So and we found out how pickles were made, but the people making them that day were Thunder from Down Under. So it's a male exotic dance troupe that originated in Australia, and they now have touring companies that go around the world. They were doing a stint here in Winnipeg, and they graciously donated their time to make pickles for Winnipeg Harvest.
Wow.
Well, check out the story. It's probably our most erotic from this past year.